4 years, a blink in historical time, yet enough to fundamentally reshape the global order. The Trump presidency, with its America First doctrine, triggered seismic shifts across international relations, trade, and alliances. Analysts suggest this period wasn't merely a deviation, but an acceleration of underlying trends, permanently altering the geopolitical landscape. We are now navigating its profound aftershocks. Traditional alliances, once the bedrock of Western security, faced unprecedented strain. NATO, in particular, endured questions of relevance and burden sharing, weakening transatlantic solidarity. Geopolitical trends indicate a move towards more transactional partnerships, where shared values are increasingly secondary to immediate national interests. This re-evaluation continues to ripple through diplomatic corridors, demanding new strategic alignments. Simultaneously, the vacuum created by perceived American retrenchment emboldened revisionist powers. China's economic and military ascent accelerated, alongside Russia's assertive foreign policy. Strategic data points to a rapid shift from a unipolar moment to a more complex, multipolar world. This new dynamic presents both opportunities for cooperation and significant risks of heightened competition across various spheres of influence. Economic nationalism, a hallmark of the era, left an indelible mark. Tariffs and trade disputes became commonplace tools, disrupting established supply chains and forcing nations to reconsider globalized production models. Analysts suggest this protectionist impulse, though sometimes softened, persists as a significant factor in international trade policy. The pursuit of self-sufficiency now often outweighs efficiency. The scramble for critical resources intensified, particularly for rare earth minerals and energy supplies. Nations are now acutely aware of their vulnerabilities, diversifying sources and seeking strategic control over key commodities. Geopolitical trends indicate that resource security is paramount, often driving foreign policy decisions and shaping new alliances, especially in regions rich in untapped reserves. Military strategies underwent significant re-evaluation. While the United States began a strategic pivot towards the Indo-Pacific, European nations, facing renewed Russian aggression, initiated substantial rearmament programs. Strategic data points to a global increase in defense spending and a focus on advanced technological warfare. This reorientation reflects a more fragmented and dangerous security environment. The weaponization of interdependence became a prominent feature of modern geopolitics. Sanctions, once a tool of last resort, are now frequently deployed, forcing nations to de-risk and decouple from adversaries. Analysts suggest this strategy, while powerful, also risks creating a more fragmented global economy, with parallel systems emerging. Trust, once assumed, is now a scarce commodity. International institutions, designed to foster cooperation, faced increasing skepticism and direct challenges to their legitimacy. From the World Health Organization to the World Trade Organization, their efficacy and impartiality were questioned. Geopolitical trends indicate a weakening of multilateralism, replaced by bilateral deals and regional blocs. This erosion makes global problem-solving far more arduous. In this less stable world, the influence of non-state actors and the prevalence of hybrid warfare tactics have escalated. Cyberattacks, disinformation campaigns, and proxy conflicts are now common tools in geopolitical competition. Strategic data points to a blurring of lines between peace and conflict, challenging traditional notions of national security. The battlefield has expanded exponentially. Despite initial skepticism and pushback, China's Belt and Road Initiative continues its global expansion, reshaping economic corridors. It offers infrastructure development but also carries geopolitical implications, extending Beijing's influence. Analysts suggest the BRI remains a powerful magnet for developing nations, creating new dependencies and challenging established Western-led development models across continents. Energy geopolitics has undergone a significant realignment. Europe's urgent diversification away from Russian gas has triggered a global scramble for alternative supplies, redrawing energy maps. Strategic data points to new pipeline projects, LNG terminals, and renewable energy investments shaping future power dynamics. Control over energy resources remains a critical lever in international relations. The concept of digital sovereignty has emerged as a new battleground. Nations are increasingly seeking control over their data, networks, and technological infrastructure, leading to a tech Cold War. Geopolitical trends indicate a bifurcation of global tech standards and supply chains, particularly in areas like 5G and artificial intelligence. Data is truly the new oil. The dominance of the petrodollar is facing unprecedented challenges. Major oil-producing nations are exploring alternative currencies for trade, signaling a potential shift in the global financial architecture. Analysts suggest this move, if widespread, could profoundly impact the United States' economic leverage and international standing. The financial landscape is quietly but significantly evolving. Developing nations often find themselves caught in the crosscurrents of this shifting geopolitical landscape. They face pressure to align with competing superpowers, balancing economic opportunities with national sovereignty. Strategic data points to increased foreign investment but also potential debt traps and political interference. Their choices will significantly shape the future global order. The era after Trump is characterized by a more transactional, less values-driven international system. Alliances are less ideological, more pragmatic. Competition is overt, even aggressive, across economic, technological, and military domains. Geopolitical trends indicate a world where strategic autonomy and resilience are prioritized, often at the expense of global cooperation. This new reality demands adaptive foreign policies. We are witnessing the emergence of a new global paradigm, shaped by the aftershocks of a disruptive era. The long-term consequences of these shifts, from redefined alliances to economic decoupling, are still unfolding. Strategic data points to continued volatility and the imperative for nations to navigate a complex, uncertain future. How will this redefine humanity's collective path?